Me reading Rick Riordan books, happy, carefree, just enjoying the adventure. Then I start reading the actual Greek mythology those books are based on and realize it's mostly just gods betraying each other and ruining lives. Queen Hera. How people usually see her versus how the Percy Jackson fandom sees her. Me finally realizing the S in Levesque is silent. How many other lies have I been told by the council? Paul Bloffus, just a normal guy with a sword, fighting monsters to protect his girlfriend's kid. He may have been your father boy. Percy be like, but he wasn't your daddy. Poseidon tells Percy the Olympians are calling their kids to face a new beast. Percy goes, got it, father. I'll rally Camp Half-Blood. Red Pill, a brand new series, in a completely different part of the universe with a new cast and new mythology. Blue Pill, a massive crossover. Every series comes together, but it's officially the final Riordanverse book, nothing after that. Kronos trying to hold a very serious war meeting versus Percy just trying to get some sleep. Jason could have been shipped with Piper, or Leo, or Reyna. Literally anyone. And the fandom still chose a brick. Yeah, that about sums up the priority. Percy, I'd burn Olympus for you, Annabeth. Meanwhile, Kronos and Luke are in the background furiously writing that down. Annabeth Chase, Nico D'Angelo, Rachel Elizabeth Dare. Piper, there's no way I'm a daughter of Aphrodite. That makes no sense. Also, Piper, whenever Jason does literally anything, yeah, that checks out. Give Percy a straight answer to his question, or draw 25. Chiron, Grover, his mom, and basically every god, all choosing chaos over a simple yes or no. Hazel says Percy is a child of Poseidon's better nature, powerful but gentle, the kind of sea that guides ships safely home. Meanwhile, Percy and Tartarus. My sister, standing at a crossroads, choosing between Percy Jackson or Harry Potter. We need a name for our lunar operations. Someone suggests Khonsu, another says Artemis. Then the quiet guy in the corner just says Apollo, and somehow he ends up Employee of the Month. Percy Jackson fans and Fallout fans arguing over who gets Hoover Dam. Peter Johnson, son of Dionysus, and suddenly Camp Half-Blood has a wine cellar. And honestly, nobody is complaining. Nobody asked, but Leo freaking Valdez is out here 1v1ing the goddess of snow, and somehow he's actually winning. Percy Jackson movies exist. Meanwhile, the books are like, I've never met this man in my life. Thalia asks Jason if he can fly. Jason just looks at her and goes, wait, you can't do that? Me recommending the Riordanverse to my conservative family. Quietly hiding Solangelo, Fierro Chase, and Apollo inside. Meanwhile, they're excited to try it because apparently reading books means I'm the smart one. Annabeth and Percy Jackson. I don't like Percy. Also, Annabeth, whenever someone shows the slightest interest in Percy, yeah, absolutely not. Percy Jackson wouldn't have a kiss the cook sign. It would say, kiss the fish. Change my mind. Percy and Diomedes shaking hands over their shared hobby, kicking Ares' ass. That feeling when you finally process your dad getting cooked by a giant lizard, and then Zeus's half-eaten corpse falls out of the sky, and there's a three-headed dragon standing over what's left of Olympus. Jasper haters say her feelings for him aren't real. Jasper fans, including me, just say, they're real to me. Rick Riordan says, Luke betrayed the Olympians and now he serves the Titans. Fans asks, so Zeus and the Olympians are actually good people and it's right that they are in power, right? Fans again, the Olympians aren't tyrants who rule through fear just because no one is strong enough to oppose them, right? My face when Artemis pretends to be a 12-year-old just to recruit other girls into her magical club where they all have to follow her rules. Uncle Ben, what happened? The Percy Jackson Disney Plus show, Peter. Yeah, same reaction I have every time Disney touches something I grew up loving. After taking a dip in the river Styx, Percy just says, bring me Kronos. Percy Jackson in the books is basically just the name Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson in the TV show is a curly-haired teen. Percy Jackson in the there is no war in Ba Sing Se. Rick Riordan showing off his newest way of traumatizing literal children, and the entire fandom just standing there watching. Percy says he's decided to invite Rachel on the quest. That's a horrible decision, really. Godly parents trying to spend time with their kid. Demeter shows up in a golden chariot and asks Katie if she wants to go gardening. Apollo rolls in on the sun chariot and tells Will and Kayla he got tickets to Hamilton. Hades opens a hole in the earth and asks Nico if he wants to play Mythomagic. And Hermes pulls up in an unmarked van and tells Connor and Travis to grab their ski masks. They're robbing a bank. Not again. Mount Etna, Europe's largest volcano, just puffing giant smoke rings into the sky. The Sentry from Marvel and Iapetus from Percy Jackson shaking hands over their shared identity, amnesiac goofball named Bob. Some people say you can't hate Octavian because he was only 17. Me, also 17, still hating. Everyone in the Percy Jackson universe when they realize Hades didn't actually break the oath. Finding out we're getting Percy Jackson Season 3, and then remembering Nico is gay and what Disney did to the Owl House.